Sad day for Nuggets Nation. Nuggets got blasted in Game 7 to Oklahoma City. And the questions are, what's next? What's next for Nuggets Nation? On this episode of Locker Room Talk, let's go. Welcome. You're now listening to Locker Room Talk, powered by RSTP Network. With your boy, Eli. I'm Ron Hurt. You dig? Hope everyone is having a great day. I know us Nuggets fans, Nuggets faithful, the Nuggets Nation are not having a great day. Somber day for Nuggets fans. And like you heard, this is why. We done got beat. Nuggets drop Game 7 for the second year in a row. In the second round, with the final score of 93 to 125. Oh man, let's make a moment of silence to this Denver Nuggets team, because this is probably going to be the last time this combined group is going to be playing with each other. So with that, my thoughts on this Nuggets team. You know what? I enjoy this Nuggets team. And it's been a hell of a ride with this Nuggets team. And I know for a fact that people are going to be like, oh, they're going to pivot. They're pivoting to something different. And they're going to do something different. Because we're not going to do this again. I don't know what it may be. We know Jokic is going to be back next year. We don't know about Jamal, Aaron, and MPJ. But I'm going to say this. It's most likely going to be MPJ. And he's my frustration player of let's just say this. He frustrates me the most. Great talent, big talent. Understand the injuries, especially with his back coming out of college. Everything has caught up to him in a way. Even the shoulder injury caught up to him. He was literally playing with one arm. I'm not taking that away from him. He's a tough kid. Unbelievable. My frustration is the inconsistency he has in what he does. And we're going to get into the series for overall consistency. I'm going to say this. Michael Porter Jr., when he's hot, he's hot. When he's not shooting well, it's like, golly, just take him out the game. I know there's times where he hasn't finished fourth quarters, and that's not just this year. This has been consistently throughout the year. Even the championship year, there's times where Michael Malone didn't finish him in the fourth quarter because he's inconsistency and he's iffy on defense. I don't know. I love the kid. I like how he plays. Just love the mindset of the kid. I just don't understand this team. Yesterday showed me this. Yesterday showed me that Jokic is going to need more help. He needs somebody else. Granted, I love Jamal Murray too. He seems like he don't. Well, I guess it's good. He don't start playing good until All-Star break. But at the end of the day, come on, we need you in the beginning of the year as well as throughout the year. And you know what? Jamal in the playoffs, I'll take my chance. I'll take Jamal over a lot of people in the playoffs. But we just need that somebody. We just need a deeper bench. We're 100%. If we have to get rid of some of these younger players, we need to do something. So, with that, other than my frustration with Michael Porter Jr., when it comes to the playoffs, to other things, you can't necessarily take the blame on him. I also take a blame with, I don't blame ownership for firing GM and head coach, which I understand why they did it in a way. But I think the GM probably would have been better than the coach. But David Adelman has did a great job with this team for as long as he has it. So this is why I know a lot of people are frustrated with Michael Porter Jr. He's a max player. This is how much money he's going to make from, this year, next year, and 2026. Well, this year and 2026 through 27. Let's be honest, he's a max player, but he's not giving us max best game. Granted, we literally paid on potential, and that's what we got. That's why he got the max contract. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, without him, we wouldn't win the championship. I understand that. But there's something we got to pivot. Nuggets fans, we're just going to have to pivot, and we're going to have to shuffle the decks and figure this out. That's just 100% truth, facts about this team. Not because we need to find others, not just scorers. We need to be more athletic. We are non-athletic other than Aaron Gordon, Christian Braun. Jamal, he's not the super athletic guy. I think Julius Brother could take that shooting that next step next year. I think that's one of your shooters. But we need to get more athletic. I don't know we'll dive into what's next, but that's what I see. That's 100% what I see. Also, no one yesterday seemed like after the first quarter wanted to come and play. This is the stats. Look at the stat line. This stat line is crazy. Jokic 20 points, 7 assists, 9 rebounds. We didn't score 93 points. Sometimes I realize how in the hell did we even score 93 points? I guess it adds up to it, but still, wasn't efficient defense. You know what I mean? Our defense was up, down, turnovers. Like I stated, too many turnovers for me. Too many mistakes, injuries. Aaron Gordon, bad hamstring. Murray, sick. Michael Porter Jr.'s fucking shoulder's about to fall off. Press, shooting air balls. It wasn't really clicking, I guess, in all cylinders like we used to seeing it. But those were my frustrations on the season. Granted, I know a lot of people's frustration is because final GM coach right before the season. I think David Allen did an awesome job taking his team through the first round and almost through the second round. I give him, and from what I hear from pundits and people that I exchange, some stuff with, is why not give him the chance to become head coach? Why not? Got some guys respect. I just say get a nice GM. Hopefully, we can, figure it out. So overall, Nuggets run. They tried as hard as they can. We can't do anything about, Jokic needs help. We all know that. Can't do anything about Michael Porter's shoulder and rush shooting. There's nothing to do about that. Even though I get frustrated with his inconsistency sometimes, what can you do? And he wasn't shooting well from the field. So reports with what's his name? David Adelman, just reports that, let's just be honest, he deserves a chance. You know what I mean? Nuggets interim coach David Allen is considered a strong candidate to be promoted to permanently per ESPN. It doesn't matter per who the fuck it is. Do I think he should be in that maybe top 3 of? Yeah, the guys like him. They respect him. He has that locker room. I am one of those believers that you should have fired Michael Malone, but if his voice is falling on deaf ears, you got to do it. That's just from me being a coach and a player before, going through some situations like that. So yes, that right there shows that this man right here has the respect of the guy that they listen, and a lot of people respect him in the league. You know what I mean? And why not? He took them from everybody said, oh my gosh, the sky is falling with 3 games left in the season, to a tough first round, 7 games with a Clippers team that was on fire, to Oklahoma City, to fought them tooth and nail to the brink to Game 7. They just fall short, which I don't believe it's his coaching and what it says. I just think they ran out of gas. I feel like the rotations, and the reason why I feel like they sat Murray and Jokic at the same time, and OKC jumped on them when they left, is because they're tired. Jokic and Murray are tired. Ain't gonna lie, OKC's defense pressured them up the court, damn near full slides all the way up the court, 90 feet. Got to pass it. They were okay. Let's give OKC credit. Their defense was really great defense, and that's beyond the other stuff. I know I talk tough for them flopping. SGA flops. He's up there. He's getting better at them flopping. As the more I watch him play, the more he and I've already showed you the videotape or the footage of Chet Holmgren flopping his big old 7-foot ass phone when nobody touches him. But anyway, that's beside the point. They play defense. OKC plays defense. So next series with them and Minnesota is going to be unbelievable. They both got the top 10 defenses, but either way, I think this man deserves a chance. and I'm hoping to see it. Okay, so give them another chance. We'll just see what happens. But I want y'all to understand that us and Nuggets and Denver Nuggets fans, I'm not just a fan. I'm just, either way, I'm a Nuggets fan. But we just want the team not to get another championship to be content. And we have this window with Jokic that, what is he, 30? He still probably got a good 9 years, maybe less, depending on how long he wants to play. But we need to, I don't know, figure it out. Like I said, we got to pivot. And that's what's going to happen. But this is what I feel. I don't know how I feel. But this is Michael Porter Jr. on the frustrations with him hurt and injured. So.
I mean, there's so many parts of it that's tough. For me, I really wanted to win. I really wanted to help the team. And I feel like everybody kind of just playing their part through this playoffs. We've been playing good basketball, CB doing probably more than they really expected. And then you feel kind of like you just didn't give your team what you wanted. Um, that's really tough for me. I know that I was going through some things on the shoulder, raised, broke. I was trying to find one to fit and put down on the script. It was hard. I mean, the shoulder, that affects so many things. That affects how you sleep. I couldn't sleep through the night very well. It was very painful. I couldn't live. I'm so used to playing basketball, having weights, and feeling strong, feeling like you're shot, feeling a certain way. So there were so many parts of it that were frustrating for me. At the end of the day, I didn't play well this series, this playoffs, and I got to figure out a way to get my body into a better place if possible, and become a better player.
And yes, and I see, even though I am frustrated with Michael Porter, it's just like I'm not the only one that's frustrated. I think the whole city of Denver is frustrated with Michael Porter. But you can't fault him from his body injury. It just happens. Like how he got injured with the shoulder, he fell and just landed on the shoulder. There's like, come on now, what's the chance of him doing that? And I think if he wasn't injured, it'd have been, the outcomes would have been better. And granted, Denver Nuggets blew 2 fourth quarter leads. So as much as everybody wants to say, oh, OKC was better than Nuggets should have won 4-1, 4-2. So I want y'all to show this. This is people's, go down that word of X, and this is what people got. They say this is Jokic in the locker room after the game. Oh, that's funny. So let's transition to what I like to call what now? What's next? How do we go on from here? Type thing. So I would love for y'all to hit the like button and all that good stuff, but comment and let me know how y'all feel about what's the next steps you think the Nuggets should take. And me, I personally think that'd be perfect. But I'm just ranting at this point. So again, comment below. Let me know what y'all think about that. That every play for KD. But let's talk about it, fans. Are you willing to give up what needs to be given up to get KD? Which, who knows? It might be like a first round, Michael Porter Jr. and a protected. Who knows? Honestly, NBA trades is honestly just, I don't know. They just come up with, it seems like they come up with everything. I'll give you this person with this cast consideration. I'll give you my dog plus my cat and 2 future first round picks in 2035. Like, I don't know, but I'm just saying. So that's one of those things. What I think they'll do better, they just need better depth. Overall, as a Nuggets fan, let me put this all together. Am I disappointed in how it ended? I guess as a fan you are. I picked again Nuggets Boston in the finals. Why did I think that? Because I thought I would have got more from Michael Porter Jr. and Russell Westbrook. Is it okay? The second round? Alright, cool. Now it's back to the drawing board. This team has done. They won a championship. I think it's time to move some pieces around, some chess pieces around, to take another step. Now we got here. We took a couple steps down for the last 2 years. Now we got to shuffle the board again to build this team back up. Am I disappointed? No. Not disappointed at this. They fought to the end. Jokic they just got tired, exhausted. No excuses. It just happens in a long NBA season. Gordon pulled a hammy. Jamal was sick. Michael Porter was injured. It just wasn't their time. Oklahoma City Thunder and SGA were just a better team this series. Do I think the Nuggets need to pivot? Yes. They need to find a good GM, a good coach, which I think David Adelman would be perfect because the Nuggets like him. But is he strong enough to, or if he has a voice loud enough to really keep NBA players in line? Which I think they do. I think that culture is not set by the coach. I think the culture is set by Jokic. But that's just me. Do I believe in that? Yes, I believe the Crunkies will do right by Jokic and continue to find the best available GM and coach they can. Now, with that, do I believe in the Nuggets that they need to, pivot off of some of these players that we have that they love so much? Yes. We're just going to have to. So, overall, we'll see what happens during the offseason. Hopefully the Nuggets do right by everybody and I don't know, not do right by. Hopefully they just figure out what they need to do. They know what needs to be done. It's a glaring need, bench. We need depth, more athleticism, and maybe one more scorer, not necessarily superstar, but scorer that can help Jokic out in a while and withstand help. But more depth, hey, I know Bruce Brown, or maybe bring Bruce Brown back. Well, Paul said Bruce Brown I think he's a free agent. I think they bought him out. Either way, Nuggets fan, I know this is 2 years in a row getting knocked out in the second round of Game 7. I know that, Nugget fans, but hey, we're still fans. We're still going to keep on rooting for our team. And hey, Nuggets fans, see you next year. Let's just hope the off seasons bring us what we're looking for. You get what I'm saying? So, thank you for joining me here at the Locker Room Talk. I appreciate that. Hit the like, the subscribe button, all that good stuff. My name's Eli. Now, peace. I'm out.